Hi everyone, I'm LizIsATrex and welcome back to my channel. We have a lot to talk about, but today we are pretty much just digging a slime pit. Now I realize it's easier to just go to a swamp biome and get slime that way. However, some of the projects I have planned in the future also require sticky pistons, so it's so much more convenient to just dig a pit and have a source nearby instead of hiking halfway across the world to go get it every time that I need it. With that being said, this video is pretty much just us digging the pit so we can get the slime so we can build the thing that's going to happen in the next episode. But while we do that, we're going to have a conversation so that you can get to know me and I can get used to this whole YouTube thing. I have never been really good with change. And this past year, there has been a lot of changes tossed at me, one after another. Changes that I didn't really sign up for. Then again, I don't think most people sign up for the changes that happen out of nowhere. And it's come with a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and a lot of uncertainty and fear. And here we are, approaching the 1 year anniversary of when all of these big changes started happening, and we're left with the realization that it's time for another change. Starting with this channel. I've done YouTube on and off inconsistently over the past couple years. I have been somebody that has always had a tough battle with routine and also imposter syndrome. I have all these ideas that I want to share with people, but then whenever it gets time for me to pull the trigger, I get cold feet and I back out. And that has led to me sitting here now with a lot of regret for not acting sooner and kind of letting the universe kick me around. I've spent a lot of time this past year sitting with myself and really considering what direction I wanted to start moving towards. I have always been a creative person at heart. I love storytelling and art and all of the stuff that comes with it. I love the process of writing something and seeing it come to life. But the imposter syndrome has always held me back. And now that we're kind of down a bumpy road, there's not a lot stopping me anymore. It's kind of like this fear has gone because I've faced a lot this year. And I realized that the first change that needed to happen was a change in perspective. If I don't put work and effort into the story ideas and the projects and stuff that I want to put out into the world, they're never going to happen. And that's kind of what led to me starting this channel. This is my attempt to break a cycle that I've not broken before, which is letting the imposter syndrome control what I do. And it's a little terrifying, but even with the first video I've done, I feel this itch that's not been scratched in a while, and it's fueling me to keep going. Even though I have no clue what I'm doing, there's been some kind of fun with learning all of these new skills and figuring out what I'm doing. And it's fun. There's a lot of fun to it. For the past year, I've had this idea of doing a forever world that has a storytelling element to it. And this is my attempt to make that dream come to life slowly. There is a lot of different ways to play Minecraft. And for me, part of what makes me keep coming back to a world is if there's some kind of cohesive storytelling element to it. So I had this idea of creating a Minecraft world that has some kind of storyline that's going through it. But I don't just want to sit and just share the storytelling itself. I want to have a journey to look back on, to see the progress and the effort that we've put into making this world what it will eventually be. So that's what this channel is. I want to give a good balance between the creativity and the process into what it takes to make that creativity come to life. I like to use a mixture of redstone and command blocks with my builds. So I do have commands enabled to make things slightly easier, but I do have a rule for myself, which is to try to do as much as I can in survival mode because it adds that level of challenge. So sometimes you'll see me swinging back and forth between the two. I usually only use creative mode if I'm using a command block of some kind. Kind of like if you've noticed in that first episode, there's a button underneath the desk in the captain's office that puts you in the crow's nest. I do stuff like that, and there's other ideas that I want to explore that I'm not going to get into yet. But that's pretty much what you can expect from this channel. You'll see me bouncing back and forth between the two, but I'm going to do as much in survival as I can. Okay, so I ran back up here to quickly grab some stone because I was going to flatten out the bottom of the hole. But when I turned around, look what we had spawning down below. It's a slime! Now I gotta go all the way down. And I did have my bow and arrow with me, so technically I could just... Hello, Mr. Slime, don't come this way. I'm gonna have to fight you if you walk in my direction. Alright, so here's our slime farm. Now I realize it's not the most pretty thing in the world, but it's functional. It helped us get the slime that we needed, and I already put the sticky pistons over where it needed to be. This is temporary. I do plan on decorating it, but in order for me to decorate it, it's going to require a lot of sandstone, and I'm not in the mood to dig for sandstone after we just dug this out. So this is going to have to wait until I get a better supply of sandstone. But with that being said, this would mean this is the end of the episode. And like I said, change has never been an easy thing for me. But having a project to work for that kind of pushes me to learn new skills and new things is kind of making it a little bit easier. There's something nice about learning something new and challenging your brain when you're not really sure about what the world is about to bring you. If you want to join me on my journey, be sure to hit that subscribe and like button. And down in the comments section, tell me what your favorite Minecraft mob is. Mine is the sheep. I like the sheep, and that's going to become more obvious as I get this world built up. But I'm a sheep person. But for now, I am heading off, and I will see you in the next video where we finally build the thing that I'm trying to build. Goodbye for now.